Now we are going to see one more example for the Hive. Before moving toward that, we have to make sure that all the daemon services are working correctly. So for that, we have to check with the GPS. Now it will return me all the daemon services that are currently running on your system. So approx all means almost total services which are running background. It is now it's on your screen. So first command, we are going to create one employee table where we will load the data from the home directory and then we will process some queries. So for that we have to first create the table. How to create the table? For that we have the command create table enp, and where we will create this one. So for that we have to first move towards the Hive cell. Then only your table will be set into the Hive metastore. If all the configuration of the Hive is correct, then you will be redirected to the Hive cell by typing the command Hive. Now what we have to do? We have to create one table. That is the name as the enp. Create table enp, and what should be the data present here? So in this case, I am going to take the data as the employee ID, employee name, along with the salaries of the employee. So first we have to give the name, create table emp, and here the data will be in employee ID, and that will be of type int. Next, what we have to provide? We have to provide employee name. So name should be of the string type. By default, you can take the string type for each and every case if you don't want to make different data types. So here name as a string. Now second last one will be the salary. What will be this data type of salary? So the data type of the salary will be as a double. Now what we have to do? We have to specify how the row should be formatted in this one. So for that we have the command row format delimited. How it will be delimited? So that will be specified as the fields terminated by comma. Fields terminated by comma. So for that you have to specify the comma in double quote, and how the line should be terminated. So line should also be terminated by new line character. Lines terminated by new line character that we will write inside the single quote. Now making the if the syntax is correct, one table will be created with the name emp. We have to wait for that one. Okay, see here. Now it's showing that table has been created. After if it is successfully created, you will get the message as okay and time. How much time it will be taken. Now we want to describe that table. So for that we have the command describe. What do you want to describe? So I am going to describe the table that is named as the emp. Now for that we have the command that is the describe space table name. It's showing me the available column, that is the emp ID, name and salary. Now what will be the next step? So I have to load the file of the employee from some text file or somewhere else into my emp table. So how to load that? So before going to load that data into table, first we have to create one table. So for that I am going to take the name of the file as the employee txt. Here I will specify the employee ID, employee name and salary. So I have already created here the employee.txt file in which I am going to insert the 4 rows, as you may be able to see. Now I have to load this file into my emp table. For that we have to move back to the Hive cell, and there how to load that. So for that we have the command load, and what you are going to load? We are going to load the data. So for we have the data from where you are going to load. So we are going to load it from the local host. So for that we have the command that is known as local, and for specifying the path we have the keyword that is known as the in path. Now we have to write the location of the file. where your file is present. So in my case, it is present in home directory, and the name of the user and the file name is employee.txt. So this is the complete location for that file, and I want to load this file into where, into the table emp. So we have to write the query for this one as like this, into table emp. Now see what will happen. Here it is giving the message that copying data from where it is copying. It is copying from the employee.txt, and it is copied to the emp table, and after that you will get the message OK and time taken. So now I am going to check what are the data it has loaded from that table. So for that we have the command select star from the table name. It will return me the all the files data that are copied from the txt file and overwritten here. Again, see here, I am going to load the same file once again in the same table. What will happen? Here it is copying once more. Again, I will check what are the data present in the emp table. See here, it is copying the same data second times. It means that the first one is also present, the second one is also present. But I want the latest one only. For what modification is there? So for that we have to modify our load query, and we have to write one keyword that is known as the override. Then it will override the previous one while loading only. Now see the case after overloading. Now see the data present here. See here, it's returning only the 4 columns. That is the latest one. It is not giving the output that are present for the previous. So see you in the next example.